I'm Lou Katsos, the chairman of the Education and Cultural Committee of the Hellenic American Chamber of Commerce. Today we're going to have the event for Archbishop Iakovos. It's the anniversary musical tribute. The genesis of this particular event took place about 2 years ago when we were talking to some people in the committee. And Iakovos came up, in particular as his the 10th anniversary of his death came up. And we decided to put together a musical event. We didn't want to make it an ecclesiastical thing because we wanted to make it a secular event. So what we decided to do is bring together various choral groups that included the Hellenic community, that included the African American community, that included the Judaic community, because we wanted to make this a multi-ethnic, multicultural event, in keeping with the type of person that Iakovos was. We did say this is the anniversary of the 10th year of his death, but it's also the 50th year anniversary of the Selma marches, which he took place in, and it's also the anniversary in April when he became the Archbishop in 1959. This event is very well attended. We had to turn people away. We're at St. Peter's, and the people are coming in right now, and we have various choral groups. They include the Greek Demotikov music group, the Byzantine choir, the Alexiad chorale, the Hebrew Union College student cantors, and the ARC gospel choir. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the musical event. I'd like to introduce John Katsos to say a few words.
Thank you, Lou, for putting this together. I remember Archbishop Iakovos. It's the anniversary of 50 years since he was in Selma, bringing people together. It's been 56 years since he got inaugurated Archbishop. And it's also 10 years this month since he passed away. What the one thing Archbishop Iakovos taught me, and he was at my wedding and helped conduct my wedding, was to put people together. I work very closely with the Greek Orthodox Church and all Orthodox churches. We work very closely with the Catholic Church. I work closely and I'm on his board of Rabbi Schneier in the Jewish community. And I also work closely with Reverend Calvin Butts, who I have a great deal of respect for. And the challenges we have now is, this is the 100th year of the Armenian genocide. 2.5 million Christians died between 1915 and 1917. And the country of Turkey refuses to even acknowledge it. 6 million Jews died of World War II. And my objection to that was nobody did anything while 6 million Jews were dying. Roosevelt didn't do anything from 1945 till it was too late. I was with President Clinton at Camp David, and I was talking to him, and the pain in his face when he talked about he failed to send 5,000 troops into Rwanda. And because he didn't send those 5,000 troops into Rwanda, 800,000 people died. Right now, we're in a new crisis. The new crisis is we've got Christians dying all over at the hands of terrorists. And nobody's doing anything about it. Washington's not doing anything about it. The European communities, EC communities, are not doing anything about it. We're not going to wait for a million Christians to die before we do something about it. But Archbishop Iakovos, who we tribute today, was always there. He had leadership. Leadership to bring people together. In 2004, we put together a trip for the ecumenical patriarch of Constantinople. You know, I can call Istanbul Constantinople. You know why?
Lloyd Williams, the CEO and president of the Greater Harlem Chamber of Commerce.
Like people who didn't give up when they were down at the bottom of the pit, when everyone deserted them and said, your days are over. And they came together to form that which you're going to see tonight in a gospel form, but they formed it in a family form. And the president of ARC, Reverend Reggie Williams, is in the room, and I just have to ask Reverend Williams to stand up, please. And I close unashamedly at asking those of you who are here to make sure you support ARC. They're not asking for a lot. The message carries around the world. They're doing a gala in a few weeks because they're struggling. Most of the social groups in our city and beyond are struggling. And they can use your hand. And the hand that you give them, they'll give to someone else, who will give it to someone else, who will give it to someone else in the name of the Archbishop. So find a way tonight to find out more about ARC and how you can support them and how you can participate in their efforts. The world will be a better place for that. And when you hear them, you'll want to do it anyway. They're so amazing. I thank you so much for coming out. And then let me just close by saying this. Somehow we have to start talking to each other. We need to start talking to each other. There's an old saying that people just want to hear bad news. I don't believe that. Do you? That you just want to hear bad news? We want to hear good news. We want to hear about love, and we want to hear about unity and people coming together. And the good news is that you should recognize that the most important person in the room today, the most important person is the person next to you. The most important person in the room is the person behind you. The most important person in the room is the person in front of you. And so you do me one favor, that make sure before you leave today that you know two persons that you did not know when you walked in the door. Why? Because with all of the places that one can be on this day and at this time on the face of the earth, you're all in one space together. And that means you have something in common. Find out what that is, and let's spread the word of love. Thank you.
Choir that you heard earlier of New York, George Kazubis is the director. We're going to then go to a group that was created for this particular event, the Alexia Chorale with extremely talented composer and director, Eleni Draganas, who is going to take us through many different things, including some original works that she's put together just for this event. We're going to hear a few words from Rabbi Cohen before the Hebrew Union College student cantors sing their psalms and the Hebrew prayer of universal peace. ARC will then follow with a few songs, and then we're going to close with a closing hymn, a theme of Archbishop Iakovos that all of us can sing.
Oh, join together in singing two hymns. One, universally known, the 23rd Psalm, which they will sing in a magnificent Hebrew rendition, and which all of us can follow in English or Greek or French because of the cadence of the verses. We feel that is a fitting requiem, as we always use it as a requiem in our services, in memory of the great Archbishop Iakovos, whom we honor, whose memory we honor this evening. And then they will follow that by the universal prayer for peace, Sing Shalom, which we utter in our synagogues in every service we have, and which obviously reflects the spirit of this evening, in which we join with great honor and with great joy. Student cantors, Golden and O'Brien.
Amen. anymore. I'm gonna put on my attire and I'll be singing in that heavenly choir. I'll be so happy in my home. Over there. Hallelujah. Over there. Over there. Jesus. In that land, and that's so bright, so bright and so fair. I shall see King Jesus, Jesus' face, and I'll never more shall want. I'll be so happy in my home. Over there. Hallelujah. Over there, Lord.
Οι δραστηριότητες της ελληνοαμερικανικής κοινότητας με βίντεο και πλήρες ρεπορτάζ. Επισκεφτείτε την ιστοσελίδα μας mgtvusa.com. Καλύπτουμε καθημερινά τα γεγονότα στην Ομογένεια.